The following opinions are solely those of BoatTest.com and its test captain.
Hi, I'm Colby for BoatTest.com. Today we're going to be conducting a full inspection and performance evaluation on the Targa V-20 WT from Tracker Boats.
The Targa V-20 WT is the largest welded aluminum deep V boat that Tracker builds, and she feels every inch of her 20-foot 2-inch length. Because she's a multi-species boat, she will be expected to take on a wide assortment of waterways and challenging conditions. Since the Targa V-20 WT is intended primarily for fishing, let's check out her angling features. Starting in the bow, she comes with these 2 tackle drawers, and to port above the trolling motor plug are a switch to trim the outboard motor and one for the forward live well. There's also a 12-volt plug in this area. This hatch in the bow opens to access the foot pedal for the trolling motor. Forward to port is an LED light. The Targa V-20 WT comes with 4 pedestal-mounted seats, 2 of which are movable. This one spins 360 degrees. Bow storage includes this locker to starboard with a locking latch. To port, there's a 19-gallon live well that has a dedicated spot for a bait bucket. It's easy to pass through the center section of the tall windshield, which is framed in aluminum. The co-pilot and driver's seats swivel and slide fore and aft. The glove box in the port console locks and is carpeted. Down low, there's more lockable storage in the footrest. This locking hatch in the walkway between the consoles opens the in-deck rod locker. As noted on this chart, the locker can hold up to 5 6-foot-long rods. This locking hatch between the cockpit seats opens a large insole locker. It opens on a gas strut and it's reinforced with aluminum supports so it won't sag when someone walks on it. At the helm, the Targa VW20T has hydraulic steering and a tilt wheel. The instrument panel puts the gauges in a good line of sight, and the black finish should reduce glare. To the right of the wheel, the Targa V-20 WT has a dedicated cell phone holder, and above is the Lowrance Mark V X fish finder. The accessory panel has a master power switch that overrides all the individual buttons. Beneath the switch panel is a storage tray with a protected 12-volt plug. Outboard to starboard, we'd like to see Tracker label the horn button. Aft is the shift and throttle control for the primary motor. The key for the optional kicker motor is just ahead, and the shift and throttle lever for that kicker is aft. The Targa V-20's wide side decks provide additional storage space. This locker to starboard has space for 3 8-foot-long fishing rods. Outboard of the co-pilot's seat base to port, this locker has a rack for the stern light and additional storage. The locker to starboard is smaller because of the space taken up by the kicker motor controls. Here, our test captain demonstrates how easy it is to move the portable seats. With no seats on the aft deck, there's space for a fisherman to land his catch. To port in the aft deck, this half of the 52-gallon live well has a bait bucket, and dividers can be inserted into these slots to separate species of fish. The starboard half of the well also has slots for dividers. Abaft the live well to port, this locker has the 2 house batteries and the oil injection tank. The cranking battery and charger are in the locker to starboard. Now let's see how the Targa V-20 WT performs. Powered by a 225 horsepower Mercury Optimax Pro XS 2-stroke outboard turning a 14 5/8 by 19 Tempest 3-blade stainless steel propeller through a 1.75 to 1 gear reduction, our test boat ran 46.1 miles per hour at 5,500 RPM and burned 20.2 gallons per hour for a range of 96 miles at wide open. Best cruise was at 3,000 RPM, where the boat ran 22.8 miles per hour and burned 4.9 gallons per hour, resulting in a range of 197 miles with 10% reserve. In acceleration tests, the Targa V-20 WT planed in 3.5 seconds and continued to 20 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds and to 30 miles per hour in 6.7 seconds. We put the boat through our battery of maneuverability tests, and she showed good agility, completing circle turns in tight arcs and whipping through slalom passes handily. The Targa VWT is a big-feeling 20-foot-long fishing boat with good freeboard and enough deck space for anglers to spread out and fish. She's well equipped with a trolling motor, fish finder, and dual live wells, and the full-height walk-through windshield will be popular. On the water, the boat delivered a smooth ride when the wind chop kicked up, and she busted through wakes with confidence.
And that wraps up our evaluation of the Targa V-20 WT from Tracker Boats. For BoatTest.com, I'm Colby.